I feel that video and photography is important because it does capture a moment in time. It allows you to share things that can be important, that can affect future generations. So Woodstock, I was not old enough to go to the original Woodstock in 1969, but I was old enough as a teenager to remember Woodstock 94, and that was 25 years after the original. And I got to experience that through the 2 CD live set that I got from the BMG CD subscription service. Do you guys remember that? You could get 10 CDs for 1 penny, and then after that, they would send you a random CD that you'd pay at full price with a couple free CDs. And it was hilarious because then you would end up getting all these ridiculous CDs that you didn't want or need, and it was the hardest time canceling that subscription. But what's amazing about that is I did discover incredible music, and from that Woodstock 1994, there were amazing bands that I loved at the time. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, like music, photography and video freezes a moment in time that we can then experience later. Well, in 2019, they tried to do the 50th anniversary of the original Woodstock, which is touted as the mother of festivals because it changed the way the world saw things and it was a huge movement. So the 2019 exhibition never happened because so many reasons that I had read online, but also because of the pandemic. So now in 2022, they have finally curated this photo exhibition that has now made it to Berlin. So I figured we could go and check that out today. But first, there is the Design Week here in Berlin this week. And so there is a design and art market that we'll go and check out first. And then we'll head our way to that photo exhibition. So let's go. So we left the design market. What did you think of it?
It was really cool, way smaller than expected, but I really liked. There was some art that we really enjoyed, huh?
Yeah, as soon as we got there, Kat said, man, this looks way smaller than it did on Instagram. And I said, well, that's what a photographer does. A really good photographer makes something look a little more exceptional than maybe it is. But the venue was amazing.
Yeah.
And as you saw, and we did find some really cool art there, which I think we are going to end up maybe buying. We just didn't want to buy anything because we didn't want to carry it around all day today. But we were hungry, so we ended up coming to Tiergarten, which I talked about before. But I'll tell you what, guys. Tiergarten and Berlin in general in the summer is absolutely a whole new world.
Yeah.
Right? And so now we're in the Tiergarten, and we are at the little See. No, what is it called?
See Cafe. Well, it's just the Neuer See.
Which is New See.
Yeah.
But it's more of a little pond. But here, I'll show you. And that is the beer garden right over there. But yeah, we ended up wanting to get some food, and we're enjoying a glass of wine as well, right here. And then, once we are finished enjoying this spectacular setting, we are gonna head off and check out those Woodstock photos, which I'm also really excited for. Now, the photographer that I looked up who did it all was Elliot Landy, and I think there's 160 photos, but the reason why this is a little bit special because he was one of the photographers that actually had access to onstage and with the artists, so he was really able to capture the vibe and the energy and the soul of what Woodstock was. And I guess this video is less about just us going to the exhibit, but more about showing how I feel that video and photography is important because it does capture a moment in time. It allows you to share things that can be important, that can affect future generations. And art in general, I think, is for me the most important. But we're gonna finish these drinks and then we'll head over there and we'll check it out.
Awesome. It was mozzarella?
Yeah. So we found it. It was a bit of a struggle because the coordinates on the website were not
Wrong.
very good, but we found it. So we're gonna head in and let's take a look. All right, honestly, I wasn't gonna talk in this exhibit, but a couple of these photos are so amazing. And I actually forgot that Woodstock had a lot to do with the Vietnam War and how so many people were against that.
Yeah.
And since my dad fought in the Vietnam War, I think this is gonna be such a sentimental exhibit for me personally. But maybe I'll talk a little bit about it after, and I want to check the rest of it out, and then I'll jump back on and give you my thoughts. Okay, so we just finished the exhibition, and I actually thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in there were some photos there that I wasn't expecting that had to do with the Vietnam War, which I don't know why I didn't realize that from the beginning, but the concert was about the protests against the Vietnam War and injustices with, you know, racial, LGBTQ plus, and all that stuff. But to see it documented and frozen in time was really incredible, and I really enjoyed the exhibition. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. Like, I had never really known a lot about Woodstock, so just seeing it through photos was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Woodstock is much more of a North American thing. So, and speaking of which, yeah, the exhibition wasn't really that busy. Like, I don't know that they really care about Woodstock here that much. And to be completely honest, it was 14 euros. And I thought that was completely overpriced.
Yeah, it was really cool, but overpriced.
Yeah, the photos were exceptional, and I appreciate art, and I think that art should have a value to it, but the exhibition itself seemed like it was just slapped together last minute
Yeah.
in Woodstock and Berlin style. It was just in an abandoned mall, which I think was kind of cool, but yeah, probably not worth 14 euros. I think it, you know, I'm not going to say what it should have been worth, but I still had a great time. We just grabbed a quick smash burger right after, and if you happen to be in Berlin, I would highly recommend Smash Burger in this area. But yeah, I had a great time sharing what we did today. I want to do a lot more of that on this channel, but that is pretty much it for this video today. As I mentioned in the last one, we are off to a really special place, which I'm not going to reveal right now, but I will at some point soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. And as always, live passionately and stay inspired.